Another day in court, Vybz Kartel lawyer urged the judge to just dash out the case. Stay tuned.
Out the road, me say, Babylon say jail for me. Beg the judge say bail for me. Somebody tell the jury, Jack control me destiny.
This was just broadcasted on TVJ's News. So I'm going to show you a clip in our wagwan, and then when we come back, we talk about it. Alright? So here goes.
TVJ's Vashon Brown was in court today and now joins us live. Vashon?
Thank you so much, Archie and Doreen. Now, KARTEL is appealing the life sentence imposed on him in 2014 for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Sean Campbell, Andre St. John, and Kahira Jones were also convicted for the murder. There were several issues raised today by the lawyers representing the appellants, particularly by the lawyer representing Vybz Kartel. Issues like whether there should be a retrial and where was KARTEL when Clive Lizard Williams was killed. Vybz Kartel's lawyer Valerie Robertson today wrapped up her submissions before the Court of Appeal. During the trial in 2014, it was argued that the prosecution's key witness, Cho, went to Palmer's house on the night Lizard was killed. It was further argued that when Cho arrived at the premises at Swallowfield Avenue in St. Andrew, Kartel's dog went after him, and Kartel had to intervene and was bitten by his own dog. Cho said he assisted Kartel to Andrews Memorial Hospital, where he was treated. Today, Mrs. Nita Robertson told the court that hospital records, cell site evidence, and Cho's timeline are very different. In court in 2014, the trial judge asked the prosecution's main witness, "At about what time you got to the hospital?" The witness responds, "About 9 p.m., about that time." The judge then asked, "And about how long you stayed there?" The witness responded, "About half an hour, 20 minutes. It's alleged that Clive Lizard Williams was killed around 8 p.m. on August 16, 2011. Mrs. Nita Robertson told the court that there is a discrepancy.
The evidence of the police officer is that the cell site demonstrated that Mr. Palmer was at Havendale at 7:52, but the hospital records show that he was at Andrews Memorial Hospital at 7:48. So he could not be. The time span is too narrow for him to have been literally in these two places at one time.
She argued that it calls into question a number of things, like the credibility of the prosecution's main witness, as well as the veracity of cell tower information that was used during KARTEL's murder trial. The issue of a retrial also came up today. KARTEL's lawyer urged the court to quash the conviction and not to order a new trial. She pointed to what she called the overwhelming number of deficiencies raised about the trial, like prosecutorial misconduct, breaches of the Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom, inclusion of inadmissible evidence, and a rush to justice.
Oh, we are saying that it's so bad. It's so bad that you ought not to give the prosecution an opportunity to fix those things that have gone bad already.
KARTEL's lawyers also took issue with police statements and media reports during his murder trial and how the matter was dealt with by the trial judge. In February 2014, defense lawyers had raised concerns about a statement released by the police's communications unit, which was carried by the media, referring to the attempted bombing of a policeman's house. That release said that the policeman is a witness in a high-profile case now before the courts. Mrs. Nita Robertson said because this information was given to the media by senior police and given their position in society was likely to have far-reaching prejudicial effect than an article written by someone outside of the police force. She said the trial judge dealt with the issue of adverse publicity in a very flippant way. Now, tomorrow we will hear more submissions from lawyers for the appellants. It's expected that the prosecution will respond to the arguments on Friday. Now, there was another issue that did not escape the attention of lawyers in the KARTEL appeal. A letter in today's Gleaner written by former Court of Appeal President Seymour Panton. Mr. Panton said some lawyers or some attorneys at law have been misguidedly giving interviews and making in respect of the cases that are actually in progress before the courts of the land. He expressed surprise that the General Legal Counsel and the various bar associations have chosen to be asleep while the practice continues. Now, I should point out that Mr. Panton did not name any specific case. Mrs. Nita Robertson said she saw the article.
And I do believe that we are in different times. And I respect his lordship, but it's very difficult to gag me.
Thank you, ma'am.
If it were a jury trial, I would understand, because the lay person will be easily influenced. But this is a that we say. They have listened to our arguments, and it's the same arguments I'm producing to you. Nothing different, nothing added.
The General Legal Counsel itself issued a release on the matter, saying the practice is punishable as a contempt of court and can be dealt with appropriately by the court. Archandari, back to you.
Thank you, Vash.
Yes, so that's what was discussed in court today. But my question is, how the previous lawyer, and I think Tom Tavares Finson was on the previous trial, he was one of the lawyer aboard the previous trial. Oh, he missed so much loophole. Or them just literally did want to sink the world boss. Because right there, that's two pieces of evidence that's showing that the times are mixed up. It was alleged that Clive Lizard Williams was killed around 8:30 by Vybz Kartel. No, Clive Lizard Williams brought Vybz Kartel to the St. Andrew Memorial Hospital 9 o'clock. So you tell me now, how can a dead man carry a person to the hospital? The time not add up. And not only that, the cell site evidence is there, but also hospital records. I can't understand. There's too much loophole in this case. And I don't know why it have reached to the point where Vybz Kartel is behind bars for 7+ years now. Why the first trial? I mean, why the prosecutor won the first trial? I don't understand. Why I dying for this case done and gone with. So I don't know if you watched the last onstage interview. Winford Williams had a lawyer on stage and he had this to say about the Vybz Kartel case.
Attorney at law Roderick Gordon on our stage right now. Roderick, sir, good to have you. Thanks for coming.
Sure, Winford.
All right, first of all, explain for us the procedural differences between a trial case and an appeal case.
Right, so let me start by saying and making clear that I'm not on the Vybz Kartel team, legal team. And
We know,
it's
yeah.
important to say that because the courts in our country are very careful, and the code of conduct for lawyers, when a case is before a court, they want lawyers to be very careful about how much of the actual substance they discuss in the media.
Oh,
okay, so as an officer of the court, I have to respect that, but I can certainly help you in understanding your questions.
okay, so
Former Court of Appeal President Seymour Panton wrote a letter in the Gleaner today stating that he's urging the lawyers, and not only lawyers involved in the Vybz Kartel case, but lawyers in general, when they are going to the media, be mindful of what they say in the media, because Jamaica have a strict law against lawyers talking to the media while a trial is going on. So right there and then, I feel like say other lawyer him attack. Yeah, I feel like a Roderick Gordon him attack. But that's just my views, and I'm not stay long. So it's a quick update. Today is what, the third day of the Vybz Kartel trial. So people, what you think? You feel like say by the end of this month we are gonna chant free world boss? Why, me have a strong feeling say we are gonna chant that free world boss. But that are my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and we not stay long. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, that's the bell, so anytime I update a video, anytime I upload a video, you're gonna be the first to know. And me I try cover the whole of the story upon the Vybz Kartel case. So I'm out.
Out the road, me say, Babylon say jail for me.